If you're listening to the podcast, I apologize, but if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to get a look into what I do on a typical Sunday afternoon, which is smoke a cigar. And since I just got a couple ideas to talk to you about in the middle of the cigar, you're going to have to deal with a couple pauses to keep this thing lit because it's too good to let go out. It's an Onyx Reserve. It's a Maduro, super dark, peppery, earthy, very good. I'm drinking some Amaro with it as well, and I'm reading a great book. It's called Risk Game. It's by Francis Greenberger, and this guy is a real estate magnate in New York, built and developed and basically helped to revive the city in the 80s when they were giving, I mean, you think about New York City in today's day and age, nowadays you spend $2 or $3 million for a piece of real estate in New York City, a small one-bedroom apartment. Back in the 80s, they were giving entire buildings away and incredible tax abatements for real estate developers who were kind of tasked with rebuilding the city. The city was built up, in the 1800s, and the infrastructure was crumbling, incredibly high crime. Nobody wanted to live in the cities at that time. And these real estate developers, like Francis, were tasked with rebuilding the city. It's a fascinating book on his life, a lot of lessons on real estate, and just a very enjoyable read. But what I want to talk to you about right now is that I hired a teacher to work with me about a week ago, and she is absolutely phenomenal so far. It turns out a lot of folks, their lives changed. A teacher is one of the people that their lives absolutely changed for the worst with COVID. They are tasked with teaching in a classroom with a mask on all day. Half the students are remote, half of them are there. They're teaching to a computer screen as well as live students who can't leave that room all day. They eat lunch in the room. So this lady is actually a sibling of one of my other employees, and she quit her teaching job about a month ago. And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, wow, a teacher, they got a lot of skills that could be highly transferable. It turns out a lot of skills that lead you to success and lead you to good decision making and lead you to being a good employee are highly transferable between jobs and careers. You think about it, it's communication, organization, resourcefulness, integrity, work ethic, problem solving. You talk about a teacher. A teacher has all of those things. So I've been working with her a little over a week. She's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. She writes amazing emails, amazingly concise, amazingly diligent, doing a very good job organizing a lot of the admin stuff that I was really struggling with. And what I'm encouraging you to do as an entrepreneur, consider hiring some of these folks who are not happy at their current job. There's a lot of really good servers and chefs who are out of work right now. There's a lot of really good teachers who hate their life right now and would love a career change if an opportunity came about it. I hired a teacher, and I can already tell that she's going to be with us 10 years from now. She's going to grow with us, and her skill set is going to transfer over to real estate, and she's basically the deal closer for me. Like, we're going after all these self-storage facilities. She's the one who's going to be in charge of going through due diligence, collecting the necessary documents, getting us insurance quotes, estimating property taxes, getting contracts in place after we buy a storage facility. She's going to do a phenomenal job, and I'm encouraging you as an entrepreneur to think outside the box. If you're stressed and you need to hire an employee to help you manage, do whatever, look at teachers, because I mean, many of them don't make enough money. $28,000 a year is what this lady made. So we started her out at 18 bucks an hour, and we're going to raise her up quick because she's unbelievable. But give it a shot, think about it, and report back. Let me know how it goes.